Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that offseason work.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Now here's Conley. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Morant with the bucket.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Here's Gobert. Here's the three. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Here's Williamson. And all is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
And he sinks the second. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future. Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Oh, here's Edwards. And here is McDaniel. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
The reputation for Jaden McDaniels is he's a lockdown defender, and that's cross-positionally. Now he needs to continue to develop offensively.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Here's Conley. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Down low. Drops in the layup for two.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. He's worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So, the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Some numbers for Rudy Gobert. Last season, he played outstanding. Put up about 14 points per, 13 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
And they're able to recover. Lakers leading by 3. Williamson outside. And Williamson throws it down.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
So it's the Timberwolves now. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. As to Randall. Fires the 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Here's Smart. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hachimura is checked in. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. Dillingham's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Hachimura. 2 open that time.
For draining the triple.
Morant outside. Outside, Smart. Back to Morant. Reed with the block.
Boy, give Naz Reid credit. He perfectly timed that block. Wow.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Hayes, he's checked in for Jalen Duren. Vanderbilt comes in for Williamson. Connect, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's Shake Milton in for John Morant. Timberwolves also changing it up. Miller comes in for Julius Randle. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dillingham. Here's Vanderbilt. Reed with the rebound. With 1 on the clock. No good on that one. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Reed is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Garza in at the center. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Garza. It's good. This game is all even. Garza's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2, and it's Ingram missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing. And those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
Pass to Garza. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Lakers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That is his first foul of the game. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Mike Conley comes in for Donte DiVincenzo. Kicks it out to Williamson. Back to Morant. Ingram right side. Over Conley. And Ingram with the basket on the assist from Smart. Ingram's got it all tied up now for the Lakers. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Up top, Reed. Edwards looking it over. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Well, there's some recent news, and now on the phone we go to Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, what's going on?
Hey, Kevin. The Memphis Grizzlies showing they are eager to make personnel changes early on still in the season. They've done something that has sent shockwaves around the league. They've acquired MVP caliber talent, Luka Doncic. This has been circulating for a while now that they were targeting this multi-dimensional guard, but now it's instantly become a reality, and it changes everything about the outlook moving forward for this team.
Always some exciting news happening in the NBA. We thank Shams for always bringing it to us. Shoots it, and it's Morant missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Edwards with it. Now guarded by Smart. Here's Gobert. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And it's Ingram missing. Timberwolves leading by 3. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Alexander Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Conley is like a second coach on the floor. His guys are open. I promise you he'll get them the ball.
Here's Smart. Edwards with the block. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And we've got a lineup change for the Lakers. Minnesota also making some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Donte DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Here's Connect. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Gobert, the pass to McDaniels. Offline with his 3.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Milton's shot is good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Randle down low. Vanderbilt defending. An easy 2 points on the layup. Randle's got the lead back up to 5 now for Minnesota. Milton looking around. Launches a 3. Got it to fall! It went down! He got it to fall!
He did it!
And a huge 3 there to chop the lead down as we go into the break. Still anyone's game.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Timberwolves on top, leading by just 2. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Halftime is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front?
Can't say enough about the job the front office did in acquiring Luka Doncic. Willing to do whatever it takes to get the deal done. Great job.
And moving on to the Timberwolves now, they're in the midst of a close game.
They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement, and as a basketball fan, it's wonderful to watch, Shaq.
Yeah, no Tyler Ball from them. That's why they're getting the good looks. Get it, Tyler Hero?
Tyler Ball, Hero Ball.
I knew you would understand, Ernie.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
They've got Ja Morant. Jalen Duren is out there with Williamson. Then there's Smart, and it's Ingram in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Duren against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Rebounded by the Lakers. Morant outside. And here is Williamson. The score now all even. Williamson's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Lakers. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Conley against Williamson. Outside for Randall. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Randall outside. Back to Conley. Jacks up a three. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
Yes, that goes in. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular. Jaden McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality, does a nice job drawing contact.
And McDaniels drops them both. And one thing the Lakers are so adept at, Greg, inverting their sets to have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes defending the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Conley dishes to Randall. Pass to Alexander Walker. Takes a three. Randall no good. Lakers trail by 3. Williamson kicks to Ingram. Poke loose. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now defended by Williamson. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. First free throw is good. Well, defensively, Doris, these Minnesota Timberwolves are really a cut above the rest.
They led the league in defensive rating in 2024. They have so many ways to shut down what you're trying to do offensively. Length, athleticism, rim protection, commitment, and great scheme. They are a nightmare.
And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Randall outside. Here's Edwards. And rebounded by Connect.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Randall outside. The Wolves working the ball around him. Edwards with another miss.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Now, here's Milton. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Hachimura. Hits the three-point bomb. Hachimura's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Timberwolves trail. Outside Conley. Now, Alexander Walker. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his fourth assist in this one. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Milton kicks to Hachimura. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Alexander Walker. Makes it off the glass. Alexander Walker's got 11 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
For three, Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And a great show through three quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Timberwolves lead by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got Reed, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Dillingham. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Minot in at the 4 spot.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Hachimura down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You love the hustle and the attitude.
Minnesota making a switch here. Ingles is checked in. Outside Edwards. Ingles with the screen for Edwards. Oh, Edwards!
Well, guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards, so good athletically.
And it's Morant. That time on the assist from Ingram.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Dillingham with it. And here's Edwards from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Morant with it. Defended now by Dillingham. Ingram passes to Morant. Puts it up from 12. Off the left rim and out. Timberwolves leading by 5. Morant with the steal. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
And what a show Morant is putting on. Every time he touches the ball, you feel like he's going to score.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Dillingham. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. 6 feet out. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Lakers trail by 6. Duren with it. Now defended by Randle. Duren the pass to Hachimura. And they recover it. Ingram kicks to Morant. Tries again. Rebound Minnesota.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
I got yours.
No one near Randle as he lets it go. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Williamson is checked in for the Lakers. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Randle against Williamson. And nothing is falling for him right now. Minnesota leading by 11. Outside Edwards. Conley sets a screen for Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Minnesota's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Minnesota.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Anthony Edwards.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Back to Randle. There's 31 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Well, with his strength, Julius Randle can absorb contact easier than a lot of players. This guy is not going to be intimidated.
That free throw good from Randle.
Shooting for Minnesota, Julius Randle.
And he makes both free throws. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here is Edwards. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Pass to Reed, to the paint. Over in the corner, Randle. Great defense that time from Duren. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Julius. Now, look, you're banging in the paint, but what do you see from your backcourt?
They do a great job of, they obviously can score the ball, but getting us into things and running the offense very well and leading the team that way.
Well, they led you to a win tonight, Julius. Thank you for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.